I'm so happy to be with you. Welcome to the latest iteration of the Old Man Listens video series. This time around, we're going to go 20s hip-hop from Sub Pop of all labels. Old Man listens to Clipping, Visions of Bodies Being Burned. This is not a record that I know at all. It's not a band that I know. However, as the year has gone by, I just kept finding that you guys were... it kept coming up in year-end lists, and everybody was talking about, Clipping. And more than one person, more than one of you, basically said that I should give these guys a chance. So, I trust that. I trust the Sub Pop label also. It's one of my favorite labels. So, hey, what the hey? I picked up the record, and here we are. Now, we've got only a few days left in 2020, and that's why I'm kind of focusing my attention on this right now, because there are a few records that came out in 2020 which I have not listened to, and I think they're good for Old Man Listens. This would be one of them, and you can expect another 2 videos next week. I'm doing Old Man Listens to Sturgill Simpson, Cutting Grass, his bluegrass record, and I'm going to be doing an Old Man Listens to Avalanches also, because so many of you have asked about the new Avalanches record and talked about how it's so good. I ordered the Avalanches record. It should arrive tomorrow. If it arrives tomorrow, you can expect me to do it on Tuesday or Wednesday or something. I'll get it done. All right? All right, so this deal here, 2020, Clipping, Visions of Bodies Being Burned. As mentioned, I saw it come up on a lot of different year-end lists. I heard a lot of you guys recommend it to me, and that usually, especially those of you who are long-timers to the show, you know what it is that I like, you know what it is that I might be interested in, and when a whole bunch of you say that I should listen to it, I generally give that some consideration. And look, hip-hop I like. Supposedly there's some horror elements to this as well. So that's something that I like too. That was another safe one. Sub Pop is a label that I generally trust. So it's like, all right, let me give this a listen. Let me buy the record blind. And that's where we are right now. I haven't listened to a single note off of this. Somehow, I have a feeling I'm going to enjoy it. One part that I know I'm going to enjoy for certain is hanging out with all of you and listening to it. I'm curious, how many of you are hearing this Clipping record for the first time? How many of you heard it already? See, so I'm already seeing some of you saying top 5 of 2020, your favorite record of the year or close. How many of you have not heard this Clipping record or any Clipping at all, firstly? And yeah, why don't we start there? The good thing about this one for all of you is that it's 2 records. So we're going to get 4 sides of music. The way it is that I'm going to do this is I'm going to do it in the way that I think should be listened to. So in other words, I'm going to let the sides play through, and then when it's time to flip the sides, that's when it is that we'll kind of do the halftime report or the quarter report, that kind of thing, all right? I'm going to comment on the quality of the vinyl. I'm going to comment on every aspect, and I encourage you guys to fill in the blanks for me. So if you have any questions, please know that I am here with you live, and I will be answering your questions and participating in the discussion with you. I'm here to have fun just as much as you guys, right? So give that to me, and I'll respond to as much as I can. Please feel free to share the video with as many people as you can if you think that they might like Clipping. And, well, if we're going to be here for 4 sides, looks like we're going to be for a while, right? Warren Moon says it's about to be noisy. Okay, dude, I believe you. I guess I'm going to find out, too. And I am seeing that a lot of you, it's going to be your first listen. Awesome. That's my favorite part. I don't like feeling alone in the thing. For me, I get a real kick out of listening to this whole deal together with you. I think it's a format that works. Now, look, you guys know that some of these videos go down, some of these videos don't go down. I have no control over that, okay? What it is that I do is I put the videos up, I do them, and the copyright police does what they want. The copyright holders do what they want. Now, it has absolutely happened that I do a video and they stay up. They just stay up. Then there's the other side, obviously, the videos go down immediately. And then there's a third scenario where I do the videos, they go down, and then somehow, out of nowhere, they just go back up. The copyright holders look at it and say, it's like, let's put this back up. Which makes sense, because they're the ones who make ad revenue on these videos, not me. So I'm kind of hoping that they do make ad revenue on these videos, because a very, very large part of what motivates me with these videos is not only for my channel, but to make sure that the artists get paid. So if you like the records, I will always be someone who says, go buy it on vinyl. Because you buy it on vinyl, the artists will get paid infinitely more than with streams. And that is really the best way to listen to it. Okay? And if this kind of thing does create an extra revenue stream for, the artists, for the people who own the copyright, then good. That's exactly what my goal is. I'm trying to create a new format in order to use this so that artists may be paid. Okay? I bought the record, of course. What I'm going to do is, like I said, I'll listen to the entire side one and then talk, and we'll just kind of like take a break in between all the records. So why don't I pour myself the traditional drink? We got the electric jam jar going. Are we ready? Are we ready? Make a drink. Ice. Campari. Campari. Tonic. Give the drink a little stir. Side one.
Skeptical, but shit is too real. Be honest with it, what do you feel? The beast is hidden beneath the beat and with the pattern concealed. It's like you sit in the middle of your terror and never found part of yourself. But oh well, guess that wasn't in your ministry. Here come the hammers to rearrange body chemistry. You should play the way you do when family is threatened. You was making moves, but now you making messes. Take this tape and play it, listen to the message. Did you really think that death would just be seasonal? It never stops, you should run away. You won't make it far. Count your blessings for the life you've had and depart. Or else welcome to the retribution for your life of wasted illusions. And you could have been in the movement if you hadn't fucked up and moved in and dead in the focus. So fixing, so cover your throat cause it's clipping.
Damn. Let's go.
Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned.
The hook gon' be what it is, the hands off. The retribution for what you took from the man got blood on the rust. God bless the red earth. The dead man walks the tongue bridge, a bridge, the time space, the boot, the concrete, the project undone. They juke it. Major look, you can't see it. The mob built the walls, the streets, it bleeds sweet syrup. The bees love it. They coming on a swarm and they raining on your college ass disco. Get your collar turned up in your freshest attire. Get your bitch womb ready, cause this baby gon' be fire. It's not a dream, it's a memory. Mammary glands heavy in the sky, blacked out already. Stop screaming, the flames ain't shit to a demon. Say the name.
Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned.
The hook gon' be the last thing she remember. The fast lane in December, off in drift when she drive. College girl looking for the love, learned about it in a book, but she always kept the gloves on. So when the skin touch, shit, red blush, lipstick, she just crush a lot. And every pun pales in comparison, a joke to a jester. She inundated with dick, thick, and becoming conservative in her fucking and nervous that she would rush him, but murder wasn't discussing. The further she learned to trust him, the merger of love and lust, and she serving it all up just cause he hold her when he would bust. Until 9 months later with a stomach full of devil baby, she started to think it's time to pump the brakes, but that train left the station with the great migration. Bloody tracks left right by the drain. Say the name.
Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned.
Can you say it again? Can you say it again? Can you look into the mirror and then say it again? Can you say it again? Can you say it again? Can you say the name? Say the name. Say it. The hook gon' be the coldest pimp slap. Coat rack for man's skin. Let it air dry. Swiss cheese, the brother already half dead. Brain leaking out a hole in his forehead. Lobotomies like pills, get 'em for cheap. The party line crack kills, they trying to see. But this one more a hairline fracture. Leave the face painted a mask for the hereafter. After the smoke clears and the highs come down, and the halogen hallucinations don't make a sound. Just a bunch of scared junkies not making the call, and a Guernica and blood on the wall. Say the name.
Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned.
Track is supposed to be good, eh? Let's find out.
Don't know what you thought this was, but you gonna have to die about it. Fuck up the place with blood. Who you calling a bitch? This bitch run shit, so you best run. This bitch no play, this bitch no guns. This bitch no die, you this bitch son. This bitch gon' be the last one.
This bitch boss.
Came for the neck, who next? No mercy, you not shit.
This bitch boss.
She came in the game, no flex, finna leave the game with your rep.
This bitch boss.
Call her out, her name wrong step. Step up, got you, then dip.
This bitch boss.
Come in talking that shit, and you gon' have to die about it.
Who the fuck want war? Come through killing everything, leave the credits for the boards. Yeah, I'm talking billboard, type of shit you can't afford, nigga. I'm running laps, run these bitches when I'm bored, nigga. Silent killers, get it poppin', nigga, gang, gang. Got my foot up in your ass like a G-string. Since we talking, better send a straight deposit. I ain't claiming shit if I ain't even profit, you feel me? I've been a boss, kill 'em off, never say shit. Bitches better miss me with that fake shit. Forgive me if I'm blind, cause I only got my mind on the mill. I ain't worried, well, unless you sign a deal. Shit, I'm looking for the pen, I ain't trying to make amends. Yeah, I see the money talk, you ain't even making sense. Keep a killer on my right, killer can, what we finna do? Knock these bitches off, and that's simply for the principle. This bitch boss.
Came for the neck, who next? No mercy, you not shit.
This bitch boss.
She came in the game, no flex, finna leave the game with your rep.
This bitch boss.
Call her out, her name wrong step. Step up, gut you, then dip.
This bitch boss.
Come in talking that shit, and you gon' have to die about it.
Running things, you been a lame, but never mind my forte. I call this shit my beauty shop, cause bitch press like Jorge. Stick a pool, you been a bob, had penny pipe, no crack rocks. Back to back like ass shots, and still made it my mascot. I double dutch on hot shit and bleed him out his wallet. When I'm done with him, no leftovers, just cut him off, no pockets. Can't call me out my name, niggas. Kill shots and gang gang, don't start shit, that's suicide like lighter fluid and propane. Call me at my prime time like sandwiches at Popeyes. I call this shit my antidote and rock it like it's tie-dye. I play it, but I've been awoke like mama when it's bedtime. Drop him like a bar, so I fuck him, nigga, west side. Can never get too comfortable, cause I ain't got no mercy for him. Put him in my body bag, just like got the Bergen on me. Fuck you thought this shit was, or the second guess your taste buds. I took the spot, it's game over, and never mind who next up.
Came for the neck, who next? No mercy, you not shit.
This bitch boss.
She came in the game, no flex, finna leave the game with your rep.
This bitch boss.
Call her out, her name wrong step. Step up, gut you, then dip.
This bitch boss.
Come in talking that shit, and you gon' have to die about it. Do you like scary movies? What's your favorite? That phone sex, the brownie you should've stayed with. The pillow talking can get you carted away quick. You murder artists come harder or shouldn't say shit. Unless you ready to back it up while you play with. The fairest sex fairly quick, get your brain split. Full set stuck in your chest with Grace 96 Nev Campbell, the TV set on your face shit.
This bitch boss.
Came for the neck, who next? No mercy, you not shit.
This bitch boss.
She came in the game, no flex, finna leave the game with your rep.
This bitch boss.
Call her out, her name wrong step. Step up, gut you, then dip.
This bitch boss.
Come in talking that shit, and you gon' have to die about it.
Yeah.
Raise up out the dirt, and the rain beat down, 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 and the sun beat down, 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 and the beat in the ground, 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 down, 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 down. Massacre in the making is not a place that can take it. Break in the face of a planet, waiting for something to shake. Shake it down, 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 shake it down. Break it down, break it down, break it down, 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 down. Raise up, how high? Broken middle finger pointing right up to the sky. Broken fist, a hammer hanging right up in the light. Waiting patient for the signal when the time is right to bring it down. Are you ready for it? Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Swing it down, swing it down, swing it down, swing it down. Break it down, break it down, break it down. Down, 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 down. Raise up, birds free words hang like neck on tree, or more like secret on country. Au contraire, more like skin on teeth. Thin veil, don't tell what it don't see. Many, many things are multiplying at the bottom where the base of everything is from. Hot, hit the core, work on the floor, don't stop till it's strong enough to hold the horse. Oh God, every's heavy, you wet, sweat, drown, 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 drown. Nobody better make a sound, sound, sound. Break it down, break it down, break it down. Go. Down, 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 down. To raise up, something is underneath, the weight's off. Birds in the trees don't sing, as if the mountain peaks would break off. Storms overseas forming, it's on the way, maybe a day off. Call it a reborning. Any living thing that can stave off, surely will be mourning. Core snap like yolk, floor crack like joke. More cat eye open, sky rack like coat. Crust break like bread, dust spread like butter. Forward with a horde to make an enemy suffer. Muscle that was forged up in the center of Mother Earth. Utterly formless, pours out from the gutters and bubbles and sputters into a solid and moves quick. Teeth sharp like collar, bone hard like dick. Fuck up all obstacle, obelisk, topple, awkward. Down, down, down. And more thick sounding thunder cracks around the world with the force to rack. Brain pain bites like grip. They all trip, struggle down, struggle down, struggle down, struggle down. Tumble down, tumble down, tumble down, tumble down. Break it down, break it down, break it down. down. Go down, 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 down. The raise up, running through the streets, they don't stop. Cannibal, canopy, coming to claim the main spot in evolution. Nothing to do with brain, the same thoughts, ascension, ideas, and safety. Saying drop that shit. Drop that shit. What's cooler than being cool? Ice cold. Freezer got a feeling to bite, and those spikes break it down, break it down, break it down. Go down, 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 down. Up, falling is the same as jumping is the same as waiting for the fall that you all say is coming. You know that you gotta make the call, and if you're saying something other than it's time to end it all, then you were playing silly games. Like there is nothing there to follow. Wallow in the shadow, water where the dying always crawls, and returning to the birth without the comfort of a ball inside a womb. And Mother Earth again, she doesn't care. The sprawled bodies lying on the shore, and to beg anyone to fall if there is anyone to see the water with animals small enough for them to let it be to feed on pieces of the mall. Whatever is left of all the people once they give up on the rock, 'cause that'll be a lovely treat to everybody that's involved. Lay it down, lay it down, lay it down, lay it down. Keep it down, keep it down, keep it down, keep it down. Break it down, break it down, break it down. Go down, 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 down. To raise up, something is underneath. The weight's off. Birds in the trees don't sing. As if the mountain peaks will break off, storms overseas forming. It's on the way, maybe a day off, call it a reborning. And any living thing that can stave off, surely will be mourning.
What was the name of that song? Holy fuck! I liked the whole thing, but that song, everywhere I thought that the song would go, it didn't go. And that was good. Because I'm listening to it, it's like, at one point you just hear the beat kind of like pick up speed, right? But it's not like all the way in your face, so you kind of like, when I was listening to that, I expected it to just eventually just, boom, break through and fucking demolish you. Because that's often what happens, right? They make the music build. This guy does the exact opposite and starts fucking, just takes it down. And just, I mean, his raps, I mean, I wasn't able to figure out the words. This dude is fast. It's one of those things where I like the elements so much, I'm kind of like stunned. And I have to spend more time with this. But listen, I love what I hear now. Now I see you guys using terms like horrorcore. I don't know what that is. Like, I'm not very familiar with the terms. To me, I just listen to the music, and if I like it, I like it. Andrew Brown says it's like Outcast meets Death Grips. Yeah? Sure. It's got a little bit of that electronic thing also. I find that it's got that RTJ thing a little bit also. But his flows and the way his cadence reminds me of completely the old school guys. Like I said, he had a little bit of, I mean, not when he started, like when he was flowing smooth, made me think of some tracks off Ice-T Power. So that was awesome. But yeah, that last song was one hell of a roller coaster ride. You listen to it for the first time and pay attention to it, and it's like he's fucking with you. He's fucking with the tempo so much. It's like, it's just left, right. It was nice. It was very, very nice to go on that ride, enjoy that piece for the first time, and expect it's like, okay, here's exactly where he's going to fucking crunch on the pedal. And he doesn't crunch on the pedal. Instead, he downshifts. And starts fucking letting the lyrics and the flow take over rather than the beat. There was this playfulness. There was this back and forth, it seemed like, between the lyrics and the beats. That was amazing. Amazing. It's as simple as that. As a matter of fact, the album's 4 sides. And now I'm wondering, all right, is this guy setting something up? Is he already fucking with us just a little bit to almost like show off his skills? Like, to me, that last song, what's it called? Something Underneath? That song was just a flex. That's a fucking flex, man. One of those low-key flex. It's like, dude, I got more under the fucking hood, but we're not going there. That's kind of what I think might happen. I'm hoping. But usually when that happens, they give it to you in a song. Unless it's a concept album. A concept album, then there's ebbs and flows, and it's all kind of one song. But when it is that it's not a concept album, usually what they do is that whole buildup and everything like that, they make all that shit happen. The explodey part, they make it happen during the song, you know? The fact that he didn't do that here makes me wonder what he's got in store for me on side 2. Warren Moon says that this is the 3rd part of a trilogy of albums. You see, I didn't know that. But all right. I mean, I'm going to be looking more at that, no doubt about it. Hey, I want to take a minute to say hello to Poopifications. Poopifications became a patron. His comment, I've been a fan for motherfuck. This cocksucker. I was reading something. I'm reading something. Leave me alone. Poopifications. Fucking with my flow. Piss jug boy. He's messing with my flow. Poopies. I'm talking to Poopies. I've been a fan and a listener for about a year, and I decided that it's time to help out and show your appreciation. You're a Patreon backer now. Yeah, bitch. That's what I'm talking about. Drum roll, bitch. Let's do this. Let's give this man a drum roll. He's not ready, of course. Of course he's not ready. Asshole. Poopification. Poopies. Thank you. What? Look at that. Let's find out who we're greeting. Who are we greeting? Yeah, that last song is like a roller coaster, and you haven't really gotten to the really scary, vomity part. It's kind of like that. We'll get there. We would like to welcome to our patron, Poopifications. Poopies! How are you, Poopies? I have something for you, Poopies.
Your muscles get a really tight feeling.
Are you ready?
All right.
Yes, Poopies. Poopies, you Poopies.
I wanna dedicate
You Poopies.
this number.
Yes, Poopies.
I wanna dedicate
Poopy.
this number.
Poopies, Poopies. You are patron 494, Superior Creature.
Hello, superior creature.
Yeah.
I smell something stinky.
Do you have pubic hair?
I would like to do a romance inside of you.
Drop.
There we go. Now he's got his timing. He woke up. Fucking Dr. Narcolepsy. I had to wake him up a little bit. Poopies. You're awesome, Poopies. I love you. Everybody say hello to Poopies. We're at 494. We're only 6 away from 500. Am I going to make it before the year is up or not? Will other people leave? Maybe, probably. Will we hit 500? Maybe. It's like watching Another World. What's going to happen between Rachel and Mac? What's going to happen? Do they get married? It's like reading one of those romance novels with Fabio on it. The pectorals. You enjoying the show, Poopies? How many of you are not patrons yet? Go become a patron. Patreon.com/VinylJunkies. Who's going to become patron 495? Is it going to happen? Let's see it. Me, I'm going to play side 2 of this clipping record. Look, the record, what it is that I've heard is what it is that I would hope that it would be. It's fantastic. Like, fantastic. So, I'm looking forward to more. Now, I should say, by the way, that this album, instead of like A, B, C, D, they have it labeled E, F, G, and H. No idea why. Oh, wait a second. It's because it's a 3-part series, right? So the first album is A and B. Then the second album is C and D, I guess. And the third album is a double album, E, F, G, H. Is that it? Okay, well, if that's the case, then I want to listen to the other 2 already. And me being how I am when it comes to this kind of thing, I'm kind of already halfway committed to getting the others. Because I want to know the full story. But we'll see. There's 3 sides. Very excite. Very excite. This is lovely. Hey, how about giving this video a like? Give it a thumbs up. Would ya? Subscribe to the channel. Would ya? You're all right in my book. I'm going to play the next side. Please realize that it is entirely possible that this video will get taken down soon after we finish live. I am hoping that though copyright owners will leave it up so that it may be monetized and so that they, the artists and the copyright holders, earn income off this video. I'm basically working for free for them. Why would I do that? Because we sell records in our record store and because it's good for our channel and it allows me to keep doing Vinyl Junkies. So I'm damn happy to create an income stream, and eventually that circle will get better. We're working towards it. Just know that it's patrons like you and it's listeners like you that are making this happen. 2021, we will kick its ass, just like we did 2020. Are we ready to say goodbye to the last Sunday of 2020? Let's do this. Side F, aka Side 2, of clipping Visions of Bodies Being Burned. Give the video a like and subscribe to the channel, will ya? Oh, and become a patron. If you become a patron, I'll give you the grand hello at the next break.
Fear, hate, anger, murder, and illness.
Starve in the fashion. March in the action. Charge for the passion. Carve every last one. Hope in the morning. Cope with the morning. Soap for the pouring. Rope for the scoring. Make them walk forward with eyes closed. Don't them say they believers. Ain't they brought their Bibles? Do they dare to see? Make them step up to the cliff so they can count the blessed. Only the wicked men fall to their death, so make them eye for an eye, it's no eye here. Blind eye defy with no idea. Time fine feline and bitch try deal, but they can't not remind of why time feels not in they favor, so they tongues wag too much and them love they guns. God them say savior, so make fun when them end comes out of the thing they fund. Run, run, ruler and run, run, thief. Run, run, run under some belief. Who's your God? Why did he bequeath? Hate when what you sow you shall reap. Reaper the name and Ripper too. Come from tradition just like you. Found fathers found in same crew. So no need, no judge, know just what to do. Walk forward with eyes closed. Don't them say they believers. Ain't they brought their Bibles? Do they dare deceive them? Step up to the cliff so they can count the blessed. Only the wicked men fall to their death, so make them free in the future. Seed in the stupor. Grieve for the chooser. Leave with a suture. Hands for the contrite. Bands for the gun rights. Scan, can they run right? Stand in the sunlight. Make them walk forward with eyes closed. Don't them say they believers. Ain't they brought their Bibles? Do they dare deceive? Make them step up to the cliff so they 200 years of rust on a gate. It wind up like a toy when the wind plays. Kid shit, she was blowing before the wind. Tell them Blowsy, tell them Blood Moon, tell them Low Fog, tell them Dirt Road with the rust mailbox at the turn off. Turn of the century, turn vogue of late, she feel fly. She cry out like a whisper in time they heard she got that spider web. That snake eye dripping, got that dust skin. The forked tongue licking for the scent. She said, come on, in the head though. Remember that woodshed somewhere in a memory that's way past dead though. Like the leaves are brown and the sky is gray and the dreams are shit and the mama ran away. Papa drank the gut black, you smoked the backwoods and now the woods call you back. The woods whisper off and wind in the underbrush, underskin, the earth crawling all the touch. Back to the mouse, back to the snake, back to the root, back to the day, back to the fire, back to the way the wood burned, back when they told you she couldn't stay. And the left looks right when the leaves break, sun, and if all camo on moss so soft that you can't tell steps from breath. But they say she don't walk, she float. She float, folklore is a bitch, but the sun will be dipping soon below the bridge. And the boards on the bridge are unstable at best, and its ways dangerously irregular. Test for the village kids, but that's day though. When this night light ain't the same, so you got jokes. Oh, this a game? Okay, go cross. Wait, let the tapes roll. She bad though. She bad though. Come and get your picture trick. She bad though. Can't see the forest through the trees. Everybody come to get them some, but don't nobody leave. Don't nobody leave. Do not move no leaf. She bad though, blow before the breeze, and before the ice freeze it all over, come and see. Everybody come to get them some, but don't nobody leave. You brought squad to the coven. Got all the phones running, but no bars up on the hillside, long forgotten by the future. And the jokes flow real easy, and the whiskey is a booster. It's 200 years of rust on the gate. It's an unrelenting crunch underfoot. The leaves deep, the autumn left elm skeleton, still alive, skin and bone, lumino, for the new approaching blood, remarking how beautiful. And the old cabin maintains a dilapidated charm, they call it rustic. Clothesline hanging across the yard, probably shouldn't trust it. Though the sheets are worn, are they worn enough? That math doesn't add up, and she laughed like the wind, cuz that shit they don't ever think of. Kid shit, dinner talk, let them walk, let them enjoy mountain air. It's a breath, it's a gift, let them get more comfortable. Start a fire, have a smoke, take a drink, take a flick. What you see in the static when your eyes adjust. In the blink of an eye and your mind was dust. Did you make it outside or your eyes combust? Fire ain't give up no light, just left the cloud of the same color as you.
Years of rust on a game. It bends heavy, the hinge weak. Maybe someone find a tank. One day they all hear the wind speak.
She bad though, she bad though. Come and get your picture trick, she bad though. Can't see the forest through the trees. Everybody come to get them some, but don't nobody leave. Don't nobody leave. Do not move no leaf. She bad though, blow before the breeze, and before the ice freeze it all over, come and see. Everybody come to get them some, but don't nobody leave. Death wasn't really the worst part. Time spent floating above is body done, that's when the hurts start. They call it passing, that's not it. They lying, fuck them altars and headstones. Who they think all them flowers for? Can't smell nothing, you just bones. They cry a little less every hour, so that must be real nice, crossing the earth marks. The end when everything began. Death scars looking like birthmarks. Take for granted they freestand, and y'all should grab one right by the dream space. Make one scream until she pray. Make one run until he dead. Make one break until they leave. The body hurts, see, the body gone, so who body make up for all the wrongs done to bodies? They keep singing they songs while your body rot. Well, fuck it, come on, they gotta pay. Chase the dreamer, fuck it up. Shake the dreamer, wake it up. And that will make the dreamer hate the dreamer. Cut it up. Break the dream, awake the demon. Run it up. Then you can get into the head where they try to make sense of start they six. Let them know the dead levitating just ahead, and they best not slip. Just because you bled out doesn't mean you ever left, and that's that shit. Everyone is scared and they're telling all their secrets. Don't that sound like snitch behavior? Zip it up. Kiss the fear and simply savor. Lick it up. That tastes like wishes made by twisted prayers. Rip it up. Split the vision. Salvation lives the savior. Get the guts, then you will grab one right by the dream space. Make one scream until she pray. Make one run until he dead. Make one break until they leave. The body hurt, see, the body gone. So who body make up for all the wrongs done to bodies? They keep singing they songs while your body rot. Well, fuck it, come on, they gotta pay. All the living sweat in the afterlife, but ain't nothing afterlife but the pain from the way you died and something reminiscent of hunger. But if you had a stomach, only satiated by making somebody run. See that? To the edge of the screen in the video. Hear that? Hissing way in the back of the track. Be that. You could live in the glitch of the digital. They fear that, they should fear that. They gon' fear that. You are here forever, here forever. Fuck it up. Miss the moment and it's never gonna come. You stuck, so make the most, you make the omens. Leave the gun. Watch the mortals blow their brains out. That was fun, that's why you grab one right by the dream space. Make one scream until she pray. Make one run until he dead. Make one break until they leave. The body hurt, see, the body gone. So who body make up for all the wrongs done to bodies? They keep singing they songs while your body rot. Well, fuck it, come on, they gotta pay.
Was phenomenal. I mean, what can you say? This is its own thing, man. It's pretty amazing. That last song to me sounded like the type of thing that Amon Tobin, the beats sounded like the type of thing that Amon Tobin was doing when he was doing video games like Splinter Cell. Kind of gave me that same vibe. I mean, there's no way that I can make out the lyrics well enough and understand what's going on there. Like I'm not even trying to listen for that anymore. I realize that there's too much going on here and that it needs to be unpacked. Okay. So I guess what it is that I would ask you is there an entire story to these lyrics? Is that something that I should be digging deeper into, you know? I mean, you're being hit by a lot of different elements here, so there's no doubt about the fact that I'm going to miss stuff. So, when an album goes for what they seem to be reaching for, you know, a bigger concept, I would say that it warrants many listens. It warrants more than one listen. Is that my cat? No, it's not my cat. I thought my cat would be hanging out. Hey, are you enjoying this video? Are we having a good time? Good. Why don't you like the video, give it the thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel. We will be doing more of this Old Man Listens To. As a matter of fact, I believe tomorrow I will do Old Man Listens to Sturgill Simpson. That will be the next one. Laura McCumber, so happy you're all listening to this album in your top 3 of the year. Really? I get it, I think. I really, yeah, this is a great record so far. Is patron number 495 out there? Hey, do you enjoy this kind of broadcast? Would you like to see more old man videos? How about regular old style radio? Then become a patron. Support this kind of programming. Because that's how dumbasses like me get to continue this fine programming for you. Are you having a good time? So then the programming is fine, right? It's not very good. All right, no problem. Go listen to Captain Spotify. The best of list. Go listen to a best of list on Captain Spotify. The fuck are you doing here? If you're enjoying it, it's worth supporting. Go become a patron, would you? For only $2 or $5 a month. It's true. You could become a patron too. All right. Side G. We got another 3 songs. So far, the copyright police is absolutely not bothering us. So that's awesome. Fingers crossed that this will continue to stay on afterwards and doesn't get taken down. We're going to play a song now off side C, well, side G in this case. There's 3 songs on this album. Check the Lock, Looking Like Meat, and Eaten Alive. So yeah, even the album titles have a little bit of that horror thing. All right. Listening to it on headphones should be said that the production is very nice. Okay, the production is it's mixed high. Okay, so it's mixed pretty hot. It's warm. It's a loud record. My ears are starting to get fatigued. So I'm probably going to want to take a break from the headphones and just listen to it through the speakers for a while, you know? But I absolutely dig what I'm hearing up to now. The vinyl was flawless. Up to now, we've listened to 2 sides. The vinyl was absolutely flawless. These are well-pressed slabs. I don't think that anybody who bought this on vinyl would be disappointed. I mean, the packaging is kind of like a 3-way gatefold. And it's kind of flimsy. But it comes with an obi strip also. Okay, so it's got one of these obi strips. So I would say that it's nice. It's a nice package, you know, but it's not the sturdiest. I would have gone with a thicker stock jacket. You understand? But, I mean, musically, I dig it. I'm real curious who the fan base is. Is it hip-hop audience? Is it the kind of thing that hip-hop magazines follow? Is it the kind of thing that all the white Coachella kids like? You know, the ones whose like girlfriends wear feathers in their hair and stuff? Is it one of those things? Oh, I'll be in the rave tent. I'm going to go buy myself a $30 beer while I ingest this Molly and dance with feathers in my hair. What is the target audience here? I don't know, because I mean, you guys are, I don't know. I'm just asking questions to try to stir up a conversation. But yeah, we're going to listen to the rest of this. I'm going to take the headphones off for a little while so that my ears can kind of rest, but enjoying it. We're going to listen to the next 3, side C of Clipping, released this year in 2020. Visions of Bodies Being Burned. Please like the video. We're 56 with 33 likes. There's 22 of you that can make something special happen. Give the video a like. Go for it. It'll make you feel good inside. All right. Side 3. Let's do this. Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
Hood used to check phone when he pull up flexing. Now we check under the hood before he start the engine. Came out the stash house, something didn't smell right. He on the ground trying to look up in the tailpipe. Mighty fall for a mighty man, had a manicure, now it's dirt and oil on his hands. Staying low as he scrambled to the car door. Glad it's just a short trip to the condo. No signal, head on a swivel, hand on the center console with the pistol. Tinted black, got the window right. Always shoot the gap at the yellow light. Bag of little yellow pills for the nerves, but it make it even worse when the Xannies don't work. Any panic ears ringing when you call it, can't hear you. Every 7 seconds, eyes back up in the rear view. Something in this room didn't used to be. Gin bottle to the face, can't fool a G. Laughing at him, he ain't never scared though. But he checked the lock every time he walked by the door. Check the lock every time he walked by the door. Check the lock every time he walked by the door. He run the motherfucking city, it ain't no. But he checked the lock every time he walked by the door. Never parked right outside where he lived. He don't want his ride outside his crib. Cause they might roll by, recognize it, and then come inside at night ready to fire with guns like he ain't got none. Jokes on them when his Uzi weigh a ton. Get out the car slow, always walk, never run. Find a busy block, keep his hand locked on the trigger case they figure it's a fun day. Sunday, no he don't play. No day, one day, no he gon' pay. But they best hope they know, make no mistake. He ain't gon' soft just cause he got Olay. On his hands now, BBS gleaming. Staying off the phone, no one tracing where he be in. Never trust another man walking by, cheese it. Never catch him sleep. He won't let the bad dreams win. Something in this room didn't used to be. Gin bottle to the face, can't fool a G. Laughing at him, he ain't never scared though. But he checked the lock every time he walked by the door. Check the lock every time he walked by the door. Check the lock every time he walked by the door. He run the motherfucking city, it ain't no. But he check the lock every time he walk by the door. Lights out, can't nobody see in. But he see the lights outside, they be creeping. He behind the blinds, but the 4-5 peeking. Thought he heard the sirens, maybe he was tweaking. Now we got the Seagrams, bottle to the face, can't fool a G. Told his brother to be ready with the eulogy. They laughed about it, but he hoped he really did it. Walk clock clicking, getting loud about a minute. That secondhand shit got to go. He be on that new, everybody know. Gucci to they FUBU, they fucking with a pro. Money to the ceiling, so it's Persian on the floor. Used to be shoes off, but it's never that. Since he found the metal shavings waiting by the welcome mat. Every day stuck, keep the heater tucked. They got him sleeping in his chucks. Something in this room didn't used to be. Gin bottle to the face, can't fool a G. Laughing at him, he ain't never scared though. But he checked the lock every time he walked by the door. Check the lock every time he walked by the door. Check the lock every time he walked by the door. He run the motherfucking city, it ain't no. But he checked the lock every time he walked by the door. Hands up if you hungry. Hands up if you want some. Hands up if you ready for more, 'cause you ain't really got nothing. Say, come here. Yeah, you look like you think you hard. Where you from? Get the fuck out. Hey, you, step off. Oh, somebody pull your card. Where you from? Where you from? Get the fuck out. Lunchtime, come and get it. Too long standing in the lunch line. Hungry with it, oh, you got a punchline? Just a minute, gotta get the napkin one time. Thread too expensive for the juice, see the drip? Crip, keep a crip walking with her feet are lit. Blood drinker, blood talking like you see the blick. Brazy on the brain, crack the skull, go and eat the shit. Stem on, step off, somebody smell like fear. Somebody got no clue why he is here. That might be you, you might want to be clear. It's cool, you're so endearing. Looking like a snack, no cap, no flattery. But you like to beat it up and claim no battery. So free range meat, yes, it'll have to be. Roast on a spit pole through the whole cavity. Got you open, kid, don't front. Once in a black moon, don't pack a gun, but a fork for the flesh and a spoon for the fluid and the sharpest knife in the drawer to slice right through it. Like meat fresh, like dice in the mirror, like Tyson. Just bite right through the ear like Christ. You don't still get a mic, no one cares about your bars. Your screams are the thing they wanna hear. No way, better make one. Nothing comes easy. Can't be scared to say something. When you speak, make them believe it. Hands up if you hungry. Hands up if you need some. Hands up if your hand shakes. It's time for you to eat something. Say, come here. Yeah, you look like you think you hard. Where you from? Get the fuck out. Hey, you, step off. Oh, somebody cut your arm. Where you from? Fix your face. Get the fuck out.
Big rum, you don't wanna smoke. A pack of razor blades for fun underneath the tongue. I do magic tricks. Cut shades and let me split you with, 'cause I'm a wizard with the shit. Blow over with the clips. I'm a pit bull and a dog with gunpowder. Alex Roach, I'm playing in the Background shifting, low down, petty and climbing. No stack on the pants with some gold chains. Never dressed that shirt, I'm a no freak. Stomach empty, you looking like dead meat. Pussy ass niggas. I'm in the rain with a shot of your I strip you to a little pussy me and make you give my money up. Don't tell me who tell it. Don't give a fuck what you sellin'. I'm butt nigga, don't foul it. Easy out, chasing no talent. Them niggas reckless, them niggas extra. Nigga, I'll fuck your bitch with a hairdress. Camera in, no headrest. She only listen to Chef West. I'm
no way, better make one. Fiending for some bleeding. Not waiting for no one. Busy over here eating. Hands down, they ain't hungry. Hands down, they don't need shit. Don't start shit, it won't be shit unless you really bout that beef. If that's the case, come in. Yeah, you look good enough to eat. Wear that face. Wear that face out. Hey, you, step up. Cause you're looking like me. Fix your face, gonna take that face off. Wear that face out. Don't you step a foot up in the swamp with your gators on. That's redundant when one takes a foot. Take that. And ain't never slipped up in your city uninvited. Wish a motherfucker would. Stay put, this shot is heavy. Your frame light. You're more than 6 degrees and can't explain the life. When the fuck the swamp turn into real estate? Spirits in the weeping willows heavyweight. Yeah. Spirits out the bathtub for the everyday. Heavy mist got vision cloudy anyway. Anyway they go, they never get away. Shotgun in the shed and he can't wait to play. Fuck up a Dollar General for Gatorators. Gators waiting in the water chilling. Fuck it, he could wait. Grab a motherfucker and then fade away. Wrestle with the scales until the break of day. Bullet through a bottle like it's breakaway. Shattered glass amassing on the grasses where the babies play. Bleeding feet could bring the beast out any day. Bleeding hearts come teaching, thinking they could save. But they may should save their favors for a rainy day. It's way too many dead around for fake ass prayers to make a way. Yeah. Don't you step a foot up in the swamp with your gators on. That's redundant when one takes a foot. Take that. Ain't never slicked up in your city uninvited. Wish a motherfucker would. Stay put, the shot is heavy. Your frame light. You're more than 6 degrees and can't explain the life. When the fuck the swamp turned into fashion week? Used to be pull up here flashy, wouldn't last a week. Used to stand out by just standing till he atrophied. Stitches tattooed on his lips so he don't have to speak. Hood commando, flip a gram up to a half a key. Pop a band up out the bando about a half a week. Pimpin' partners lock it down, they feel like Master P. And you ain't in the trap house less you got a master key. The rims are 30 inches here because the grass is deep. Gold on his molars cause he only got about half his teeth. You passing through to spread your gospel, you gon' have to leave. Wrapped up in a casket are the only ones the pastors see. Most cues ain't verbal while you wasting time with flattery. All kings are bastards round here, that just happens naturally. Bathwater babies creep about the bayou magically and leave your brains behind the outhouse in the grass for cats to eat. Yeah. Don't you step a foot up in the swamp with your gators on. That's redundant when one takes a foot. Take that. You ain't never slicked up in your city uninvited. Wish a motherfucker would. Stay put, the shot is heavy. Heavy frame light. You're more than 6 degrees and can't explain the life. You never live, you never leave, it's curtains. The fog over the swamp should make you nervous. Take the chorus. They wade the water, child. Highest to the demons, speaking English, be a crocodile. Cock a smile sideways, church for Sunday. Sometime that shit you didn't know more dangerous than gunplay.
I have records that sound like that. I never thought that I'd hear it here. This just keeps surprising me, keeps amazing me. It's some like basically avant-garde fucking chamber jazz or whatever. I mean, it's reminding me of stuff like the Art Ensemble of Chicago, Steve Reich, Pizza Boy mentioned Morricone. Yeah, Morricone had a avant-garde / chamber weirdo jazz ensemble in the late 60s, early 70s called what the hell were they called? Nuovo Consonanza. Gruppo d'Improvvisazione Nuova Consonanza. And they actually did a few scores. That ensemble did a few scores for some Morricone films too. Most notably, you'll hear that kind of thing on the Giallo films. So, Four Flies on Grey Velvet, The Cat o' Nine Tails, The Belly of the Tarantula. There's more. I can't remember them all. I don't remember them all offhand, but the Giallo movies. The stuff that he did also with Dario Argento, you know? I absolutely did not expect to be talking about that while reacting to a clipping record. It's absolutely not even... I didn't go in expecting anything. I expected maybe for it to be more hip-hop. I expected maybe to catch something that was, you know... If I had to expect anything, if there were any, and this is a very loose one, I would say maybe I'd expect something like Death Grips. And, I mean, what I'm getting here, I think, is just far more than that. It would be interesting to have a conversation with the musicians to know what they listen to and to know the background to this. Because it's well done. It's very well done. That whole thing with the shells and the percussive stuff, I mean, ask Cockblood, ask anybody in our group that knows this stuff. I mean, that was very well done, you know. So I'm curious. Right away, it makes me kind of like want to be able to have a conversation with the dudes and see what's behind it. It's fun. It's absolutely fun. It's far beyond what I could have ever expected. It's beyond the scope of what it is that I could have expected. And yes, Darn says that hip-hop is branching out. Yeah, I mean, I've never heard hip-hop go here. I mean, is it even hip-hop? I don't really care about those types of debates. But I've never heard hip-hop go here. If it's hip-hop. If we're going to agree that it's hip-hop, you know, it's kind of a pointless argument, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? For the sake of kind of thing. I've never heard that aspect, the hip-hop aspect, mixed with this. This is a first for me. Yeah, you see, Clipping is a 3-member band that has 2 producers, William Hudson and Jonathan Snipes. Now that makes sense to me. If it's 2 producers, then that makes sense to me. Now all of it, you know. But I don't know. It certainly catches the attention. It holds the attention. And it's a record that very clearly needs a few listens in order to be fully appreciated. Now, hip-hop experiments all the time. It's just I've never seen it go here. I've never thought of fucking Gruppo di Improvvisazione when listening to a hip-hop record. So this is the first time, you know? Atticus Ross. I'm listening to this thing and thinking to myself, you know, they should really let these guys score a video game. I'm pretty sure that they're going to make it sound good. I trust the soundscapes. I trust the sound sculptures they were putting up, especially that last piece. To me, that last piece was just revelatory in the sense that they put that there. It's not something that I'm used to seeing in what I thought would be a hip-hop record, a heavy hip-hop record, an alternative hip-hop record. This is another thing. It's an absolutely other thing. This is, I mean, immediately, it's only the first time, but this is absolutely one of the highlights of my 2020 listening. And what it's proven to be right now, 3 out of 4 sides, is exactly what I wanted it to be. That's why I wanted absolutely to listen to Visions of Bodies Being Burned before the year was over. Because I want to fit it within that timeline. That's why I got another 2 of these to do before 2020 is over. Tomorrow, we're going to do Sturgill Simpson. Old Man listens to Sturgill Simpson cutting grass. This is his bluegrass record. And then probably the day after or the day after that, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll take a day off in between. I'm going to do Old Man Listens to Avalanches. I don't know what the new record is. But whatever that new record is called, I picked it up today and it should arrive tomorrow or Tuesday. If it arrives tomorrow, then it's safe, no problem. Anyway, I'd like to get that one in before the year is over. Also, why? Again, because it's a 2020 release. Okay? I want to get it all in for the year. And no, I haven't heard the Sturgill Simpson, and I have not heard the Avalanches either. So it'll be cool, man. I'm enjoying the format. I really like the fact that we all hang out the way we do. And I really enjoy learning from your feedback. I enjoy learning from the conversation that we're having together, not just making my own connections. Your connections lead me on the path to other music as well. So I want to, I appreciate all of you taking the time to have the conversation with me. You make my listening experience better. And I mean, that's the hope of this show. I think that's probably why people like the show. Might not be a good idea to listen to the whole record the way I do and talk as long as I do, because it's a long format and attention spans are short. But look, hate to say it, but vinyl is exactly that. Vinyl is something that's going to stretch your attention span. It demands that you slow down. So the format is going to be this. It has to be. I'm not going to do a format that just takes everything and cuts it into a soundbite, the perfect 5-minute soundbite that feeds perfectly into YouTube's algorithm. It's not what we do here. What we do here is we experience the music. I have the record on vinyl, so I bought it or somebody sent it. Maybe I received it as promo. I get it somewhere, and I play it with you. And more often than not, it's stuff that I've never heard before. So, those of you who are Radiohead fans, you still have more Radiohead stuff coming up as well. Okay, so next year, you can look out for the last 2 records of the Tom York series. So Old Man Listens to Tom York, Suspiria, and that last one, which I don't remember the name of. The 2 last Tom York records. Those of you who are wondering at this point and are asking yourselves, hey, what happened to the first 2 Tom York Old Man videos? The answer is those 2 were taken down. For now, at least, they're taken down. Argentina, welcome. You're a Twitch follower now. So yeah, those Tom York videos for now have been taken down. Maybe they'll go back up. When they go back up, we will let you know. But we do the videos, okay? The copyright holders, whether they take it down or not, is not something that I worry about. I believe in the format, okay? So, Ultimate Doom says, cheers from Germany, late into the night. Very interesting format, instant follow. Thank you. Yeah. Because this is the way that it's done. This is what we used to do when I was a teenager. We'd go home, we'd listen to the fucking tape, we'd put the needle on the record, and we'd listen to it together. You know? That community listening experience is a huge part of collecting on vinyl. You know? July or Shelby, whatever your name is, you're a Twitch follower. Congratulations. Any of you are going to become patrons also, if you want to support the community, the best way to do so is by becoming a patron for as little as $2 or $5 a month. Okay. If you like the format, you like what it is that we do, realize that this type of broadcasting, the lights stay on, everything gets paid here, and it stays going because of people like you. You guys give this thing steam. So become patrons. You don't have to put in a lot. But community does matter, and there's 494 of you that believe in that. So why don't you become patron $4.95 at patreon.com/Vinyl Junkies. We are going to play the last side of this record, which, again, I would say has exceeded my expectations. It's exceeded my expectations. I very much like this. Chances are I'm going to stay with it, and once the show is over, listen to it immediately after. Like, I want to hear the whole thing again. You know, but I'm going to get in the captain's chair. Get myself my drink, sit down, and just properly absorb it. I'm actually going to take it and put it on the main turntable. I have like a quote-unquote audiophile turntable. The main turntable is a different system. It's all analog, and it's all vintage equipment. So vintage, like Macintosh, vintage Sota Sapphire. It's going to be interesting listening to that record, and that's where it is that I'm really going to be able to hear what the production is like. The production is good. I like it. There's definitely like layers and stuff. It's not just like flatlined, but it is quite loud. It's a very hot production. So it does lead to ear fatigue. But it's not the same thing. It's not brick-walled. It's not brick-walled. It's not the same thing as was the case with, let's say, the Tom York record, where I felt it was brick-walled because it wasn't mastered for vinyl. In this case, it could have been mastered for vinyl, I get it, but I think that it's just the production in itself. I think that the music in itself is just very, very present. Even when it's subtle, it's not all that subtle. There's a menace to the entire thing, you know? It creates this unease. So yeah, I understand the horror aspect of it. I dig it. So yes, I'm going to start side 4 soon. If you like the video, please give it a like. Subscribe to our channel for more. Tomorrow we will do another Old Man Listens To. It'll be Old Man Listens to Sturgill Simpson. Side 4, all right? Thanks for tuning in. Let's do this. Get a drink.
And it's stains in the wainscoting, cracks in the baseboard, arachnid in the corner serving up face like whose house you think this is. Prism vision in low light, scan prison tats on the back of the low life lifeless, and a broke nose might just be done dripping. Wet all night, it dries deep red on the off-white carpet, and a soft light arch just above arm height. All white vans placed on the floor, pack of Pall Mall lights, bite marks on a half sandwich with no crust. Mustard and mayonnaise, lettuce and red cold cuts. Moonlight streams through window dust. It floats up to the ceiling fan that creaks from rust as it labors to go round, trying to catch that feeling. And the paint on its base is peeling, and the taste in the air is faint, but they're just enough that the rats are nearing. Cause where there's blood, there's feast, and famine makes murder a meal. And the cheap wall clock was stopped at one shot, so we knew it was time to kill.
Bust one shot if your blood's still pumping. Bust two shots if you're really about something. Three little pigs and they can't do nothing for the last time.
You can't run, you just a body for the pow, body for the pow. Body for the pow, body for the pow. You just a body for the pow, body for the pow.
And you should probably take your last breath right about now.
Office highly decorated, plastic frames around diplomas, all accommodations. Accommodating swivel chair where the blue-suited sir sits slumped. Brain-splattered wall-stained gray matter runs. Badge with his name makes blood on the tongue cause it's pinned to his right cheek, right where the gun must have first flirted before it was stuck in his mouth. Officer with his brains blown out. Water pitcher with the ice, two glasses one either side. Of the desk the lipstick left on one appears to smile wide. And the slatted blinds are squinting just enough for the sunrise to zebra stripe the room with light. He would have had to shield his eyes, but they wide open, no motion, no he never flinched. Palms flat on the table, didn't seem to move an inch. Fishbowl on the far side of the room where goldfish swims around, suspicious of the gun that now sits in the bowl with him.
Bust one shot if your blood's still pumping. Bust two shots if you're really about something. Three little pigs and they can't do nothing for the last time.
You can't run, you just a body for the pow, body for the pow. Body for the pow, body for the pow. You just a body for the pow, body for the pow.
And you should probably take your last breath right about now.
Red and blue lights spinning on the corner by the new fried chicken spot. Cop car hopped the curb and absurdly hit the hydrant which wouldn't stop. Spraying water that's dripping over the faces made its way through the windshield and cut and bleeding. The people leaving the scene and saying they never seen him coming, but he must have run the light and never broke. Had his reaching for the gun but couldn't get a hold. So it's sitting limp up on the dash and all the flash, but the cameras is lighting up the noontime cold. Overcast, broken glass on the concrete. The scent of gasoline hovers over the motor, smoking the single broken bicycle spoke wheels still protruding. The medics moving the little twisted body to bag it up. Detective notices the traffic camera, then calls the station to back it up. And somewhere the screams turn into sobs. And the sirens mix with the howls of dogs. And from the water, the rolling fog, scented wet's the breath of God. They say in the grayscale city where the skies are scraped and the days are pretty much shaded. And although the faithful are walking to pray, and it's one less lungs like an air today, so
bust one shot if your blood's still pumping. Bust two shots if you're really about something. Three little pigs and they can't do nothing for the last time.
You can't run, you just a body for the pow, body for the pow. Body for the pow, body for the pow. You just a body for the pow, body for the pow.
And you should probably take your last breath right about now.
Get your ass down to the floor. choice is perfect. And the lights are like the last light you liked on the horizon. And the life you liked was laughable, it's done and you're expiring. Why you say that? Wide awake and why did they laugh? Wow, the way the blinds could play that. Tattoo stripes across the face that. Wait, how you looking at your face? When your face is on your face. This is something you should face. You should fuck this song slapped off. All their faces facing wrong. Looking out, we got you lost. Can't they see they're seeing backwards? Ugh. Somebody turn this shit up. Everything's frozen, the world is faster now, look at it go. All of the cataracts floating outside of your vision are inching in, what do they know? They are just dust, they are just birds, they are just dragons, they are just nerves. Up to the end, are they getting closer? Are they spilling words? Their shattered mirror picture clearer than yours? Did it feel like get your ass down to the floor? You'll never know, you'll never know. You ain't so special when everything glows and it's so gone over you. It's so gone over you. You so gone, it's all gone and it's long overdue. You got nothing to prove. You are nothing, you know. All that you have to do is try to get your ass down to the floor. Pick up the pieces. Pick up the cues like a human. See what you need. Fuck are you doing? Riding round euphoria with hammers out the window. Whistle, crippling, crack a rainbow. Make it rain dance for your people. Put a pound of joy up in a pill and crush it down to powder. Let it sit under your tongue and check back in about an hour. It's that love or love and lost. It's that lost, that love and feeling. It's that bass jump from the window while you dancing on the ceiling. It's that woo, geeked up. It's that sky is steeper than the pool you swim in. You inside the speaker. It's your song. Sing that tightrope, walk the skin inside your teeth. Call that flossing, bleeding diamonds. Fine if you could only reach. One's up in the sky is smiling. They so fine and they so far and you so small. Until you find that you've been wishing on a star. Do you feel that? And it feel like get your ass down to the floor. You'll never know, you'll never know. You ain't so special when everything glows and it's so gone over you. It's so gone over you. You so gone, it's all gone and it's long overdue. You got nothing to prove. You are nothing, you know. All that you have to do is try to get your ass down to the floor. Things you've seen since last you saw yourself return a man to dust. The things you dreamed in lieu of all the hells were just imagination, cause you couldn't bear to see the limit of yourself for what it was. The good you wear on sleeves just isn't much. Your body is the drug you love, you crush. Make the most of magic, map the math of it. Master mouthpiece and extract the past from it. Plummet, plummet, plum pit, fruit, summit, some shit, loop, loop, feedback, look, see that, bloody sack you used to be that. The mind is a facade, the blinded, your God will guide to your demise, so fine, let it be gone. Get your ass down to the floor. When everything glows and it's so gone over you. It's so gone over you. You so gone, it's all gone and it's long overdue. You got nothing to prove. You are nothing, you know. All that you have to do is try to get your ass down to the
floor. Last track. Ambient, really? That it? Yeah, what we just heard right there would be another huge surprise to me. I just am not expecting a lot of this stuff. Yeah, man, that's a straight ambient thing, you know? And it got me to thinking about ambient. It got me to thinking of, somehow I went thinking to Boards of Canada. Because Boards of Canada use sounds of nature a lot. But this sounds like dawn right after something really horrible happened. There's an edge to it. There's a menace to it. There's definitely something angular and loud and present. It's not the kind of thing that you relax. It's not relaxing. It's filled with tension. And I mean, yeah, I mean, you can consider me an immediate fan. I love it. Certainly didn't make a mistake buying the record. The only question that I would have at this point is what I heard seems to me like something that works as an album experience. I'm not sure how it works. Like, I see it as a complete album. Like, I definitely see that there's a theme and a mood that permeates every piece on the record. So sometimes those records, it's kind of like you got to listen to them all at once. Those are album type records, whereas other things, it's kind of like you can split the singles. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think what I'm going to do is probably just spin this right away again on my own without any interruptions. And I quite liked it. So I think you guys know that I don't really do any best of lists or anything, but I would certainly consider this to be a highlight of 2020. I'm happy I did this Old Man Listens To, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please be so kind as to leave a promo. It's not a promo, but leave a like to the video. If you can, leave something in our tip jar, because that's what keeps our show going. Subscribe to the channel, and you will get more videos. If you have suggestions on what it is that you'd like me to do, if it is on vinyl, please always feel free to share that with me. Feel free to mention it in the comments or hit me up on Patreon. Tomorrow, for those of you that like the series, we're going to do a complete, well, not a 180, but we're going to go from whatever it is that we just listened to right now to good old bluegrass. And I'm looking very forward to it, because bluegrass is a genre I've been saying that I want to buy more of. So tomorrow, man, tune in the middle of the afternoon. I'm going to put the link up right now. Thanks for tuning in on this one, and yeah,